What's up, my people? You're welcome to the Reese Talk Show, and it's your one and only Rino Ture, aka Runa Puto. And we have
Rose.
okay, today we're going to be talking about some few topics. First, we have how youth can prevail in our country, Nigeria, and second, housewife, career wife, which is benefiting the family, in the household, to our husband. Let's go. So, Sweeties, what do you think about the topic and how Nigerian youths can prevail in this country, Nigeria?
Okay, yeah. So when we say prevailing, we mean typically how Nigerian youths can make more money than because I used to say if you're receiving one salary in a month, it's not enough to survive in this country, Nigeria. Seriously, one salary is not enough to sustain the youth in this country.
So what's
You
up?
have to buy clothes, shoes. You have to look good every Sunday. You have to look good every outing time, wigs and everything. So, this topic is literally trying to cover sustainability for youth. Yeah. So that's what we mean by prevailing.
So, what about the people that are receiving just one income? How would they survive? So you're
They
saying-
can't survive
so you're saying they
if
can't survive.
if you're receiving one income. I don't think you can. So I was on a bike one time, and me and the bike man we were literally analyzing how someone receiving minimum of 30,000 will survive in this economy. I mean, look at we are entering bus. When first scarcity went up, the cost of transportation went up.
Yeah.
If you're coming from, let me take for instance, Abumadisha that is normally before 400, they will charge you extra 200 naira, which is 600, because you want to go to Lekki, and you're receiving 30,000 monthly, and you're going to work every day. Guy, calculate it. You're spending 600 going, 600 coming every day. Your salary has gone now. Your salary has gone, and you need to eat. You need to eat. You need to buy clothes. You need to look good every Sunday. It's not. So this is literally us giving you tips on how to engage in other different things. Have different sorts of incomes so that in a month, I know we're still working. You have your own stuff doing. You're receiving 3 salaries in I will give you that tip because this is what I do, you understand? So you're receiving other salaries so that at the end of the month you have something you can save, you have something you use and eat, you have something you use and do transportation, you have other things.
So you say that this is what you do. So what do you do? Or how can you
Okay, so
enlighten
here-
them to get themselves involved in
Different stuff. So
so
this
that
is
can
it.
give them multiple
Your-
stream of
for-
income, like you said.
Yeah, for those still in school, what I would advise, if you're probably still in your secondary schools, what I would advise is start now and start learning something. For ladies, start learning something, like have a handbook. First of all, have a handbook. For guys, we can go into barbing and stuff. Just handwork, something a service you can offer to someone and they will give you money, pay you for your services. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you get to your university, for those that are planning to further more, maybe you have your mom and dad who is gingering you to we some of us, nobody gingered us to further more, but we're making money. You understand? This is typical Nigeria. We're being real right here. So have something doing, have a handwork that you can offer to anybody at any time, and you'll be paid for doing that. Ladies can go into tailoring, ladies can go into making hair, guys can go into barbing, guys can go into dyeing of hair, sewing of clothes. I mean, guys are sewing clothes right now. You understand?
But then again, sorry to interrupt you. You know that's irregular.
Yeah, that's a level, but not everybody knows.
Saying and be advising.
Not everybody knows the importance of this stuff.
Okay.
Like our parents, some of our parents will ginger you to go and learn handwork. Some will be like, nah.
While in secondary school.
And you'll be like, nah.
Okay, what of the
because
parents?
they've seen the future. They've seen how the future. They've passed through that road. That road you're about to enter, like this. They've passed it. They are already at a good metal. You are still trekking. You understand? So they know what's on your path. That's why they are telling you to go and learn new stuff. And to be sincere with you,
Certain, but what are the parents that are really strict on their children going to do all that stuff? Feeling that maybe the children maybe like probably not focused on what they actually want to go and
when you say focus, you mean like education and aspect.
Yeah, education aspect.
When your parents is being strict that you shouldn't go and learn anything, for your sake and for the fact that you're in this country called Nigeria, but for the fact that you're in this country called Nigeria, if your parents is telling you that you shouldn't learn anything, my guy, for your sake and for the future, nobody knows tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to see your parents if you wake up. So go and learn that stuff.
So they should disobey their parents, or?
And just for your sake, you will not understand what is in your future. So go and learn. Because if your dad and your mom is not there, you are there. So who do you think? That's why some ladies are going into prostitution. You're not supposed to judge, because don't judge them when they go into those stuff, because they were not taught how to hustle for their life. So they look for easy way out. You understand? Even Yahoo boys say they are hustling, because you know what it takes to even stay up all night trying to get clients to pay. I'm not saying you guys should go for Yahoo. Please don't go for Yahoo. You arrest you, EFCC, body they pepper them this period. But seriously, you need to first thing. You know, I was on the track before you interrupted me. So that first thing is the handwork. You understand? If you're fordering maybe university level, you will be in school. That way you won't get to be calling people borrow me. You can just be rendering your services to your colleagues. Like I could have like a bunch of ladies, and they will be like, I want to lose my hair. How far? Lose your hair is 500, and I'll lose the hair. And like that, I don't see 500. I will lose congee rice.
I
don't call it for I call it congee rice.
Because you're hungry for it.
So now, but for guys, like you can be with guys, and some of them like, I want to like shave my beards and cut my hair down because it's too full. And obviously, maybe from the money you were giving you to buy biscuits, you have saved small. You can buy clipper, use it, barb the hair, collect money, charge them any amount you want. I mean, it's cool. Everybody is hustling. You hear of the girl that started her business from Gary selling girl?
Are you serious?
You didn't hear from Lagos? Come on. Like this is how it starts. On your own, you're making some few amounts of bucks, and then before your dad sends in the allowance that he normally sends, you already have something you're using to like pay for tiny things. Not all the time. Please borrow me. You know I'm in school. You know student, every time they will post in school is hard, school is hard. It's not like us to go to school. So stop posting, stop disturbing us, telling us that school is hard. So that's my first tip from schooling section.
Well, then again, I just made me remember something. My junior brother, he was learning dread, how to do dread at one particular time.
Yeah.
So he was always leaving the house like one. I was like, what's the guy who's doing here? He don't find work. I didn't really understand what he was doing until the day he went to school. He now sent me, I think he sent a picture on our family or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw the guy's head. And I said, why is he sending somebody's head? Yeah, the dream. I'm like, that is one I did. I'm like, when did you learn this now? We did not know. Say I was going for it. I'm like, he said that the guy, we paid the guy, and you know how much like fixed grade in Nigeria is. It's a lot of money.
See,
then you being
So
an
he
open,
learnt it,
yeah,
and when he went to school, he was doing
yeah,
it so
yeah.
that
So
you get.
yeah, yeah.
So you're not being you're reading your book at the same time you're making some bucks, you're making some money.
Yeah, at least so you won't
So
disturb your
this
parents all the
Nigeria,
time. Your
so
parents,
this
let your parents be the one calling you like, oh, I've not sent you money. What's happening? All that kind of
I
stuff.
know
Let
your
it
own
let it be. Let the
making
reverse
some
be the
money.
case. You get.
Okay, so as I was saying, if you learn bridal makeup right now, I mean everybody is asking for makeup, photo shoots, all their birthdays are coming up. They want someone to make them up, and they will look good on it. That's if you learn it, you're carrying it till you die. So that's an activity that's a service you give to people that brings you money all the time. But you're not focusing on it. You just have it as part of. So it's a means of income. You need to learn this stuff. But the reason why I'm saying I should learn it while coming up is it's because it helps when you're on your road to meeting people. If you learn it now, let's take for instance a girl growing up. Let me say she's 15, and from that age she start learning makeup, learning tailoring, learning all those stuff. On her road to meeting people, at that point she hasn't met much people yet, right? On her road to meeting people, she's getting or she's basically marketing herself by just knowing people. Because if you start meeting people at that age, at that point, growing up till 20, you have met like dozens of people and they know you're a makeup artist. You've not started life and you're already telling people you're a makeup artist.
I might
You
even
understand?
just decide to just don't stick to it.
It's you shouldn't stick with this is our point here, having multiple streams of income, because mind you it's how to survive in Nigeria. You shouldn't have one means of income. If you are in Nigeria, you're supposed to have one means of income. Pardon my laughter, but I'm being real right now, because it's not this is a jungle. Nigeria is a jungle. It's survival of the fittest, you understand? Having that one is one side. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, good.
Having that one is one side. Then going on to explore other things is also vital, because having multiple streams of let's just say one person that knows how to do hair, you know how to make hair, you know how to make up, you know how to do pedicure, you know how to dye giving. Guy, you know how much I'm making?
I think that's basically what most of these salons do now.
That's what they do. That's what they do, because they are having different. Before we used to have a hair salon, like one hair salon,
Yeah.
and the only thing they do there is
Just hair.
make hair, just hair. But now you're seeing you enter a shop. This side is pedicure, this side is barbing hair, this side is making hair. That's being business. The person that constructed that stuff is a business-minded person. Because before we have this is a separate shop for barbing hair,
Yeah.
this is a separate shop for.
Making
But
hair.
this one I'm telling you now, is an individual learning all those stuff for a means of income. So if you don't want to barb your hair, you go do pedicure now. If you don't want to barb your hair, you do pedicure. You shave your beard. If you don't want to pleat your hair, you do makeup. You understand? And it's one person that is doing it. They are already learning all those stuff. So for those people that doesn't have that time to start learning all those things, you can just learn one out of all this handiwork. Remember what I just mentioned as handiwork. You can just learn all those, just one, and then you work for salary earners. You can be doing that one, and then you'll be working for someone, employment stuff. That's what we're.
So more like the person can be
more
working.
youths are entering into.
I'm working like on a weekday, and maybe on the weekends.
They do the handwork stuff, or you can just then when the work comes out, you just take excuse from your working place and then go and do it. So that's two means of income now. There are other streams of income. If you're a youth, you have to engage in those stuff. You have to engage in those stuff. Let me just tell you my story. My story was basically me doing every other thing. Okay, now on your own, you can also learn marketing. You can market. I mean, I'm a very good marketer to the extent that I even market brands that don't employ me. Like these brands, they don't know I exist, but I market their products. And people are like, "Are you marketing them?" No, I'm just telling you how good this stuff is. and they are going for it. Do you understand? Like, I'm a natural marketer. I didn't actually have to read books for it or go to classes for it. But I just found out that it's in me, it's part of my personality. I can convince someone to do something. So because of that, I just said, okay, since I have this talent, let me just go and read about it so that I'll add to my information, like to add to my knowledge. So I went, I did the class and everything, I got it, and I started marketing. I branded myself. If you want to market your product, I can market it big time. I marketed them. Let me not talk about. You see this Bolt Food app? I marketed them even when they're everybody in my working place was using Bolt Food. Immediately I entered, I was like, guy, I'm using Bolt Food. You can stay in your work. Order it, they'll bring it for you. And everybody downloaded the app. And they started using it. I was like, they didn't employ me, but I was marketing their stuff. So yes, individuals can learn that marketing stuff because you can approach a businessman one day and then another thing, if you know business minded people, I mean those on the high class, if they see your talent they will take you, but you just need to like understand that this your talent that you have is vital in the business world, so you need to know the value of it before someone carries you and use you.
Yes.
I
So
don't know
then
if
again,
you
yeah, I understand you. So then again, apart from you having the talent, you can go and learn different skills, and still help yourself. Because you can't just depend on your certificate. You can't depend on one salary a month.
yes,
Yes.
that's
So
the
and there are different skills you can learn. You can learn
different skills.
this editing, filmmaking, and all. There's a whole
Like
lot of
that
tech,
filmmaking, so you don't really
programming.
need to go to school for it. I think now you
Programming.
can just
No,
stay
you
with
can
someone.
you can still go to school.
Yeah,
You can still go to school.
if you're studying a different thing,
You can still go to school,
if
but
you're studying a different thing and you want to learn editing, you just go and come yourself with the editor and they will teach you how to do it. I think
Yeah.
that's what they do.
you
You can be a science student and you're learning it.
you can go
Because
to
money
school.
is there.
You can go to school and learn filmmaking. But basically, not everybody can afford film school. So if you can afford film school, link up with filmmakers. Just link up with them. Most of them are experienced. Most of them went to film school. You can incorporate that knowledge you got from school into you. And you who knows, you can even be better than who
That's what I'm
went to film
saying.
school. And
what I'm
also, there are a whole lot of things to learn. And
I mentioned
you can basically learn everything in filmmaking, but if it's too much for you, you can basically focus on just one particular thing. Maybe editing, cinematography.
You don't know
and all.
when the need
So
will
you don't know why
just
the need might
arise.
just
So
arise.
that's in a month
That's
you
just the
can
thing.
be making
And
someone's
apart
hair,
from
be
filmmaking,
barbing
and,
somebody's hair, and then at the end of the month you will still be paid your salary.
so
So
apart
that
from
day,
filmmaking and
that month you don't need to calculate all your daily income.
so apart from
Just
filmmaking and the barbing, the hair, the other services you can render that people want to, that people need to be rendered to them. So you can just do your own research. Do your own research and find out like what people need. What service can I render, and how can it make me more money and other things and other stuff like that. So that's just
okay. So we're moving on to the next topic, which is housewife and career woman, which is more benefiting in the household. So I would like to know what's your take on that?
okay. My take on that career wife and the housewife. To me,
As a man,
to me, to me, women will always be women.
okay, what do you mean by women always?
Women will always be women now. They have the right to decide whatever they want
Oh,
and whatever is comfortable with their husband. Because then again, say you should be submissive. Whatever your husband tells you to do, you have to do it. You can't be fighting your husband in the house now. So you have to talk with him and reason with him if he agrees to you to be a career wife or a housewife. But then again, to me, my own opinion, I actually prefer a a career wife, because I'm not saying it because it says that the man has to do everything. I feel you being in a relationship or being in a marriage or wherever you guys are in, it's a collaboration. You get me? It's collaboration. And then again, you being let me just go back to the housewife. You being a housewife, your husband is always available. You're always at home all the time. How your children only get to connect with you. They don't get to connect with their father, because most of the time when children grow up to become adults, they get to love their mother more than their father. If you notice,
No, they don't get.
no,
You can look at they spend more time with them.
no, they don't get to understand their father.
The mother is
Most of
actually
the
the
time,
mother is also contributing to the
Mother is-
family by giving birth.
I'm not saying the woman is not contributing.
It's partnership,
I'm
bruh.
not saying the woman is not contributing. I'm not saying the woman is not contributing. What I'm saying is that they connect with their mother more than the father.
Because that's how it was meant to be.
No, I know that's how it was meant to be, but then again, it's all I said now. It's like, let's say you connect to the mother, like let's say over like let's say 95%, only 5% for the father. You get what I'm
Because the
saying?
father is not always at home.
That's what I'm
You're
saying
seeing your
now.
mother.
It's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying.
So you don't want it to be like that.
No, I want the
To be
children
50-50.
not 50-50. At least let the man have a whole percentage. Let him connect with the children more now. You now grow up.
And still have to work.
No, you're not getting my point.
Like,
I'm not saying at least when they grow up, be able to like maybe reason with your dad. You guys should sit down, talk. Like you guys should talk like you guys are friends. Most of
I
the
feel
time-
like men can still do that.
no.
If you want to
What I'm
connect
saying,
with your
what I'm
child,
saying is that most
there's psychological
of these days, or basically the past days, it's not like that. It's kind of like hard for children to just come up and talk to their father. The only guess maybe I go to a particular age, like guess are like they're really really old. And even when we are really really old, that still feels okay. He can still tell you, oh yeah. No, I'm not taking this. No, not doing. No,
are you
no.
talking like your father right now?
I'm not taking my father or something like that. Me and my dad are really we get to reason and talk properly. So all I'm saying is that if it's in that aspect of you being a housewife, at least I think that's a disadvantage there. Your children get to connect to you more than your husband. And most of the time, children are even way more scared that they find their father scary. Their dad just
That's
comes
if
like it's
that's
just
scary.
not if your dad is scary.
If your dad is scary, the children will
then
find you
again,
scary.
not if the dad is scary. The dad had time to spend with the children. He will get to understand if
Even
they are
that
scared of
little
him.
time. See, that's why
If
those
they're scared
little
of
time
him
matters.
and
If the dad comes home and he's giving the children hard time, maybe because they didn't perform well in their education or something like that, you are actually scaring your children because that's what you come back home to do. The little time you are spending, you are scolding them.
How can he fix it? He has to spend time with them for him to fix that one.
If he wants to fix it, they don't scold them that much.
It's not about scolding them. You can scold them, but then again, you need to get to understand why the child is not performing well. You're not spending time with the child.
See,
Are you just expecting the child to
that's the father's fault.
to just
That's the father's
and-
fault. Instead of you to calm down and understand, you're
it's not even coming down
I
and
know,
understand. It's
I
from
know
the
men
onset.
like
It's
that.
from the onset of
We are blaming the
it's
man.
from the onset of making your wife the housewife. Because if you once you make your wife the housewife, she's supposed to do everything concerning the house. You are supposed to just cater for the house. You'll be unavailable.
You guys should change that mentality.
MIA missing in action.
guys
It's a
You
terrible
guys
thing.
really need to change
So
that
even if-
mentality.
Your wife's going to be a housewife, at least still make time. Or even if she's in an housewife and all that, still make time to like get to spend with children, like get to understand them, get to know them. So you don't raise toxic children or raise children that are hateful, raise children that they have a little bit of daddy issues and all like that.
For me, I don't actually support.
I'm not done.
housewife.
Let me finish this. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So then again, the career woman, why I prefer career woman
Not being-
is that maybe if because then again, there's a disadvantage to a career woman too. If a career woman always thinks it's always all about her job and all like that, it affects her family too.
Because her money too is also in her hands.
It affects her family too. Affects her family in the sense that maybe she takes her job too seriously. There's no time for her children. There's no time for her husband. It was her job. Because most of the time, you guys if she's working and you're working, and you guys don't have time for your children, don't have time to take care of the important things, you're gonna have a disastrous family. And that's fact. So even before you start having children, you guys should like probably get together and plan. If you guys are okay, we're gonna be working, we're gonna do this together. So we're gonna have our children, these are gonna do this, these are gonna do this, these are gonna do this. So I think if it's more like that, children get to connect more with their parents. And you don't get to even lack anything. The fact is that you guys are both working, you contribute. If there's a time that you are low, the man is low, she's there to raise you. The time she's low, you're there to raise her up and all like that. So I think it being a collaborative effort goes a long way. That's my own take on it. But me, my own opinion, I prefer a career woman than housewife. So yeah. So what's your take?
Well, you guys should not allow me to make you guys feel bad because the
I did not
boats,
make them feel
the
bad.
boats are,
I just picked.
the boats are, how would I put it? The boats are benefiting in every way. If you're, I would advise because it's a normal thing when you're in a marriage and you're not doing financial aspects. I mean, you're supporting. You know, there are different kinds of support system when it comes to marriage. There is financial support. There is the psychological support and there is spiritual support. Spiritual support is when you're supporting your husband by praying for him all the time,
Mental.
supporting him spiritually. Psychological aspect is when you're encouraging him. You know, there's this stuff that there's how you talk to your husband when he's down. It's how you talk to your husband and then he gets back up. You're his encouragement. You know, you're his motivation. You talk to him. You be like, you can do this. You can do this. You're supporting, not financially, but you're supporting psychologically because you're making him active. You understand? And then there is the financial one, obviously, what he just said.
Sorry to talk. Women always motivate your husband. It's very important.
When you the financial one is obviously when you bring money, he brings money. You know, everything is you guys are partnering, but it's your own from your own side. You're being supportive.
Yeah.
So I realized that most women do the spiritual one where they're always praying for their husband. You know, those people that do that are housewives. But for a woman, I feel and I suggest you should do all three. I mean, come on, you do all three of them so that your husband will see you as a treasure. I mean, you're valuable to him because as an asset, yes, you're valuable to him because you contribute, you bring money, you motivate him, you pray for him. You understand? Don't pray for him behind his back.
That increases
Pray
your
for him
value.
in his front.
Increase your value from maybe from 5 to 200 now.
Yes.
2,000 because
Pray for him in his front and then also motivate him. You can do this. Is it 1 million that you're supposed to pay? We can do this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this partnership, you'll be like, okay, you're bringing 500, I'm bringing 500. If he was given a target of 6 months to bring 1 million, in the next 3 months, you guys have achieved.
and then again,
that.
it's fun when you guys set that target.
It's fun.
You should pump
Yeah,
some
so
money to their account,
my
pump money to their account,
point
like,
is,
that is
I would really love if every wife is supporting in those three aspects. I mean, but I now realize that the journey of pregnancy and giving birth. This is one thing that changed women like that thing just carry you from being a sissy to mommy. It's a breathtaking moment. So I feel that period. Obviously, the wife is not going to be working.
no, definitely not.
The wife will stay at home, and even after giving birth, the wife will be given 1 year to like recover and all stuff like that.
So I'm going to be asking her some questions. So, what's your take on fake life and packaging?
Yeah, I feel you guys. My take on fake life and packaging. Well,
What's your take on fake life and packaging?
if I should elaborate it, Apple users are using fake life.
What phone are you using?
I'm using Android. I'm not jealous.
Bro,
Proudly Android user.
Bro,
You understand? So
gang.
you see this mentality that people have when they see someone using iPhone. They feel like all those people that they have around. You guys should stop it because there's nothing in their bank account. I've experienced a lot of things. I'm not trying to generalize things, but I get beef with all of them. You understand?
What particular phone are you talking about?
iPhone, everywhere I see iPhone, any type of iPhone.
You know the latest iPhones for like.
You don't concern me.
That means people that are.
Some of them used to use easy buy, small. Maybe use small that they pay. They use easy buy shoe. See all these and branded clothes. People that used to wear branded clothes. Some of them they wear it free. Come and be saying rubbish where you are. because they will feel like you're not in their standard, something like that. But if you tell them to do 1 5 × 1 and they will start telling you that it's Zenith Bank. Putting concern Zenith Bank.
Don't take it. Don't take it the wrong way.
This is what
potential
this is what they literally
please.
do. So for me to elaborate there's a huge difference between people that are doing packaging and people that are living fake life.
Alright.
So fake life is obviously you're just putting yourself together, and with all the obviously expensive stuff you've worked hard to get. You're now, if someone is now approaching you, you're now using it to like carry shoulder up. Like you will see them, you're talking to them, they'll be like, something like that. But for someone that is packaging, if you see them and you approach them, you want to talk to them, more they go pull at you, say, guy, now it's country people, understand? Like country hard. But you see them, you wear fine clothes, carry suit, you understand? But country hard, understand? I don't be like to see them. So that's just difference between they will admit that they don't have but packaging, fake lifers. You see them just because they carry that big phone, they be like, yeah, do it. Yeah, bring it. You bring it finish. They tell you it's a network.
Voila, it's still your phone, you never pay, is it by finish? Anyways, my own take on packaging and fake life. I feel people living a fake life are living a lie. Because
That's a lie.
I don't see any reason why you want to be what you are not. As you do a background check, you claim that you're rich, and when you do background check, you don't have shishi, nothing in your account. You don't have shishi. You don't get shishi. You don't have shishi. And that's bad. For people living packaging, that are not living packaging, are making themselves look good. So they can attract something that will benefit them at the end of the day. They are honest to themselves. They're just looking good. You know, there's a saying that says, looking good is good business.
It's good business.
So I'm going to ask you another question. So, the genders, male and female, do you think you live fake life?
Men live fake life.
Why do you say so?
Because men live fake life.
Women.
Women for what? We package.
No,
we package.
Because
we don't live fake life.
I can testify that. I have a friend.
I have friends
that has a friend.
I have
friends. They rented an apartment over like 10 years are staying in that house. Can you imagine 10 people in one house?
It's packaging now. You know how Lagos is.
2 rooms, 10 people.
You know how Nigeria is. You know how hard Nigeria is. But here is a man, you see how men
especially all those Lekki girls.
See how men are packaging
their big life.
This one is not a story that a friend of mine told. This is something that I have seen and have experienced. They will borrow someone's car, borrow their friend's clothes, borrow shoes, from head to toe is not their own. They will not carry the motor and the whole every. Come and start posting them. If the woman come mistakenly agree, they will come still borrow their friend house. Use that for the woman. They go still borrow money. Use that still fix the woman. Like what kind of fake life is that? And then when you're not begging them, please can you send me the network? My bank network.
So it's a new bank. But then again, I think it's a two-way thing because you ladies do the same.
It's not a two-way thing. It's obviously men.
You meet a guy.
There is nothing two-way.
You meet a guy. You know that the guy is rich. I know.
Especially men coming back from village.
You don't have.
Have you seen a man coming back from village?
You don't have anything.
If you are in the village and somebody is coming back from the village, check him well. Everything that he carries is not his own. Is it that he collected money or loan money and is coming from the village? The motor, if he bring that motor, he never pay.
I know going to call names.
No, I don't want to expose my friends.
But then again, it's two-way thing because a lady can see a guy that is rich. That lady has finished it. Or she will dress up, freshen up, look all nice, everything. And that is the drink for us.
The
guy will take her to one fancy restaurant. they will bring one food. I said, I don't even know the food. Though. I said, no, what's this? I don't like this. I don't eat gary. I don't eat sausages. And
Bless you, don't do that.
I'm doing it. I don't like that. Lucky girls.
Well, I feel we most ladies we just package.
No,
because obviously
fake life.
we need to look
It's fake
like
life.
you said, dress to attract.
This
We
dress
attract our
It's fake life. What are you attracting? Attracting.
Mother, mother from so
Practicing.
we want to attract our
Practicing.
destiny helpers.
But then
That's
again,
it.
but then again,
I mean, who doesn't want to live with sugar daddy?
what do you sugar daddy?
You have to dress to sugar daddy.
Broke girls, please. Men out there, no date broke girls. What is broke
Broke leaders,
broke
no dey
lady
borrow
girl.
una friends wey don succeed, no dey borrow their property.
So then again, Lagos, to be exact. Do you think the people in Lagos live fake life or they are packaged?
I don't mean to attack, shout, go. Lagos is fake life. Lagos is the whole. And that aspect where rich people stay, let me just say 90%, the rest 90% is fake life in Lagos, especially people in Lekki.
Then again,
Lekki is
yes,
Mahal.
Lekki.
Lekki is like if my family members, my village people hear that I'm living in Lekki, I swear they are meeting.
Oh, so your family admitted where you live now. So you're part of the people that are living fake life.
No, I'm not living. I'm packaging myself.
Eh.
I am a brand ambassador to anybody that wants me to be an ambassador.
So now you're marketing yourself. So it's marketing you're doing now.
It's packaging, bro. You understand?
Anyways,
Otherwise, it's packaging.
anyways,
Bye.
anyways, I have a friend. I'm not gonna call names.
Don't call it.
I'm not gonna call names. I'm not
But
gonna
he's
call
a
names.
guy.
But he's a guy.
You see them.
But he's a guy. But the fact is, they always say
Same thing.
opposite attracts. So a guy living a fake life, claiming to be rich, can only attract a broke girl. Am I lying? Am I lying?
I say no word.
Because the fact is that this guy, he used to attract ladies. We would probably go to the club. Maybe I don't know where he gets the money from. Maybe he borrows it a bit. Please, all this loan app.
We have to
Okay.
be careful.
Pampe, be careful of him. I'm not going to call his name, sharp, but say, hey, you can maybe just reach out to me and I will tell you, be careful in case he wants to borrow money from people again. If you go to the club, maybe you blow like 500, all the girls, wow, guys, this is what we'll meet him, we'll pack it in like, we'll take him to his house. Funny enough, it makes them feel that house, he built the house or he bought the house. Because you can imagine how much this house, like, he has over like 50 million, 60 million, 100 and something million, and that house is really like a duplex. It makes them feel. But the fact is that he pays rent for that house every year. Every year, it makes it look as if it's his house.
Wait,
And
if he pays rent, that means he's rich.
She's rich.
Share his name.
Which is rich.
Share
She's
his
rich.
name.
So share his name. I want to say his name. And then again, he there was one particular time he bought fake dollar bills. Fake dollar bills. He spread them in his bed. Snap them, post them on WhatsApp, post them on Instagram, post them on
He's
Facebook.
the
It was
cause
like
of all these children
and
going
he
to
tweeted
that
like
ritual.
big boy in town. It's just a whole lot of fake life, man.
So you're the one
It's
causing ritual all around.
It's bad because the fact is that you're making you. But then again, people in Instagram, people on Instagram, they live
As
fake life.
fake life as
Fake life. The whole of people on
everybody.
Instagram living fake life. I was about to ask you that question, but let me just say it. I agree to. They're not going to ask you that. I don't need your opinion. The fact is that people on Instagram, people in Lagos, Lekki to be precise, people are living fake life. Change. Who's on Instagram?
Check his post.
Yeah. So, any other points to press on?
Nothing,
Concerning
sha.
the packaging
Just
and the
the iPhone you stand. They are coming
process is
from
coming
me.
for you.
I'm ready.
Okay, so that's it for today on the Reese Talk Show. And then again, it's your one and only Reno 2 Red. And
Rose, really.
don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, drop a comment, share, like. Let's share your comments, let's hear your vision, your perspective on the topics from this side. So that's it for today. Thank you and bye.
Bye.